welcome to another edition of Chaffee Break, where we showcase exceptional light tank drivers. My name is Maxwell and today's video is from the user Wuggypuff. That's Wuggypuff and he's driving the T71 on an encounter battle on the Siegfried line. And the T71 is the Tier 7 light tank of the Americans, the one with the auto-loader modelled off the French tanks. And this is a Tier 8 game. So on to the battle at hand. Going to be taking an advanced position in the city. Obviously one of the fastest tanks on his team and definitely the most... Well, no, that was bad grammar. I was going to say the most closest to the city, but that would just be an awful thing to say. He spawned closest to the city, so he's just going to have a quick poke around inside and make sure that nobody has gotten in there quickly and taken up a position covering the cap zone. So once he's done his rounds, he's just going to head back down to the southern area, which is the map centre, just to cover that area there and see if he can get some shots on some people, try and deal out some damage after his scouting job is done. As you can see, the heavy tanks are already moving in. Spots out this IS, takes a hit, knows that the guy's going to have to reload, so he's going to have at least 3 free shots before he gets his reload done. And as you see, his shot just comes in and just about misses there. Although the IS does manage to repair his track and get to safety just in time. Not really able to see enough of the tank there to make a shot worth it. So spots out his Super Pershing in the distance there and decides to have a go at him instead. Unfortunately, Super Pershing just manages to move out the way. Second shot misses. Third shot nicely lands in the side of the turret, but only able to cause a little bit of damage, unfortunately. So it looks like the enemy has rushed the cap area, got a heavy tank, a medium tank, and a light tank in there, and just able to overrun the allies, unfortunately. So not really wanting to poke his head out against this IS-3 and that 1375, because that will spell disaster. So just going to try and flank around to the side of them instead and see if he can get some shots on the side armor, or maybe even take out the 1375. Oh, first shot going between the gun and the turret. Look at the second shot, takes out his tracks. And this should be a case of just, there we go, picks up his first kill of the match. Going to see if he can get a shot on this IS-3, unfortunately not, so just going to drop back and reload his gun, as that IS-3 would make short work of a T71. Just going to speed it up a little bit until he has reloaded, as that gun has quite a long reload time. So that being the centre dealt with, going to come around now and try and help the IS in this Type 59 against an IS-6. As head-on an IS-6 will easily be able to take out an IS. So just going to get some good shots on his side armor there and put a lot of damage through him. Unfortunately, getting his shot blocked slightly there by his allies, so just having to come around, taking out his tracks so that the guy can go nowhere, and the allies can just pick and choose their shots of where they want to damage him. And that looks like it's going to be curtains for that IS-6, just waiting for somebody to get a reload before they can take him out. Unfortunately, Wuggypuff not able to reload his gun in time and get the killing shot himself. Although spots out an enemy IS hiding behind the pillbox over there, and in fact there is the enemy Hummel. So it looks like it's going to be artillery hunting time. In fact, excuse my mistake there, that wasn't an IS, that was a KV-3. I only caught a very brief glimpse of its nameplate there, so didn't quite see what tank it was. It was a KV-3 and not an IS, so sorry about that. So spots out the Hummel. Hummel whiffs his shot, takes it a little bit too quickly. Probably could have taken his time a little bit more with that, but unfortunately panicked and got himself taken out. This grill looks like he is focusing on this area, so just going to have to get behind the pillbox himself and get some cover. Going to poke his head out ever so slightly, try and lure the grill into firing, which he does. Should be able to... Oh, that's a very close shot between the tank traps there, but amazingly able to land that one. T44 getting duelled by the KV-3 there and getting taken out. So just going to spend some time reloading his gun, using the pillbox as cover to come up around behind this KV-3. Still have to be careful because even the side armor and rear armor of a KV-3 are quite formidable, but it looks like he hasn't actually spotted Wuggypuff here in his T71. but he has spotted the IS there and is able to get a big hit on him. Unfortunately, doesn't quite have the turret and body traverse to be able to do anything about this, but Wuggypuff unfortunately missing his last shot there and having to reload his cannon. And it looks like the KV-3 has realised that he's having to reload his cannon, so is now attempting to traverse his turret to get on target. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he... Oh, he is. I was going to say, it doesn't look like he's traversing his body to match, but he is. Just unfortunately does not have the traverse speed whatsoever to be able to get on target. And Wuggypuff picks up his 4th kill of the match. So it was looking a bit ropey in the centre there. They were losing the match for a little bit, but now it is 3-1. 3 allied tanks onto this Type 59. And it looks like the Type 59 has his attention in the centre there. So it should just be a case of a couple of shots should be able to take this guy out. Just going to play it a little bit carefully though, just in case. And there we go. Unfortunately, Wuggypuff not able to pick up the kill there, but still putting in a fantastic showing in the American T71. So absolutely brilliant replay. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Thank you to you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.